When I think about Ryan Erickson now, I think about man of God. And I also think about the day that he walked in to John 3:16 mission. He was ready to change his life. He didn't know how to do it, but he was committed to do that.
Ryan, when he came with us, was in phase 3 or phase 4 of John 3:16. Prior to that, Ryan had some stints in prison, and he had some substance abuse issues. One day, he just decided, I don't want to do this anymore.
I started my program at John 3:16 at the mission. When I walked up to it, I had to make a decision. I seen an old homeless guy and said, "This can't be me."
As he began to go along, he was able to give of himself a little bit more, and as a result, he was able to let so many others know how much that God loved them, basically that it wasn't their fault. God had done such an amazing work in him.
Whenever it came time for him to go to work, he had other jobs that he was looking at, and Goodwill wasn't even really on his mind. And so when the Goodwill opportunity came around, I was like, Ryan, that's your job. That's it right there. You know, Goodwill is an excellent place to work. This is the opportunity you need. It's a job you're gonna love. You're gonna love working with the people that you're gonna work with. And it's something that you can excel at. You have the skill set.
I'm building cabinets here for them, doing a lot of painting, sheetrock patching. I mean, we got a lot of stores to take care of and everything, a lot of light bulb changing, a lot of ballast changing, monthly maintenance on all the stores. We just had a new roof put on this one. You know, there's never a dull moment. I'm kind of like a kid in a candy store here, just all kinds of new things to do and things to learn.
We talked, and I believe I told him one time, Ryan, be the best employee that they have.
And what I've seen with Ryan as far as from a work standpoint is he's always willing to go the extra mile. He wants to do the best possible job.
He always had a strong work ethic. To see him, though, change spiritually over a course of time, because he came in broken. He's a broken man. And it's hard to appreciate the Ryan Erickson you see today unless you saw the before.
I remember when I took over maintenance, one of the first things Ryan said to me was, I feel like I found a family here.
As the trust in him began to be established and expressed, his confidence was growing, and it was so neat to see him growing into that.
It makes me feel very good that I can be trusted. There was a lot of periods in my life that, my kids didn't even trust me.
You know, he's found that at Goodwill, he's able to both grow professionally, but also personally.
I haven't talked to my son for 3 years, and now he's sending me pictures of my grandchildren. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Ryan was perfect for Grow with Goodwill, our program that promotes career growth and personal development for Goodwill Tulsa employees. A job with Goodwill means much more than a paycheck.
So with Ryan, because he came from the background where he's already being helped by another program, we really were fortunate that he already kind of had these goals in place, and all I needed to do was sit down with him and kind of help him line out what exactly he needed to do to get to where he was going, what we needed to do to meet him where he is. So that for him involved some computer classes and some other classes to kind of help him get that, I say, business acumen to kind of help him out.
So I would show him how to do things on the computer and relate it to things like a toolbox or a tool belt. When you are putting applications that you frequently use, you put them in the taskbar or a tool belt. If you use it frequently, make sure that you can access it quickly. And he understood that, and he went through my basis class and he excelled at that, and then he came through my intermediate class.
I've grown, I've moved up. I got a desk, I got a computer. I've been to computer class and everything. When I got to Goodwill, I couldn't even fill out the application. Everything's online.
When you know what you want to have the computer do and you can't get it to do it, it can become overwhelming. And there are multiple times where I sat down with him and I'd show him and I go, we just have to go back to the basics. This key does that, this mouse click does this. And toward the end of the program, he was able to be a confident computer user.
He's no longer in John 3:16's program, so he's moved out on his own, got an apartment. he got a vehicle. 2 things he didn't have when he came with us, right? Now that he's done that, he goes back to John 3:16 and he shares his story.
He's staying connected, which is what we want from the men that graduate our program. We want them to stay connected and be part of the support system for the men currently in the program.
Using my past and my story and what God has done for me and everything, and leading by example.
Ryan is so special because he's just so hungry for knowledge. He came in, already being part of a program. Having him kind of already be there and just being able to elevate him kind of puts him on a plane that we haven't really had yet, right? I said it's a brand new program, so he's really made me work a little bit harder kind of building out this program where we kind of weren't prepared to go yet, which has been really exciting.
It means the world to me that they're taking the time to love me.
I only see good things for Ryan with us here in the future. Like Ryan's like to say to me, I found a family. I found people who care about me. He has somewhere where he knows he can grow and he can flourish.
I've seen how you have worked so hard. You've been so dedicated to change your life. Congratulations on receiving this award, Ryan. You deserve it.
And congratulations. I believe, as we talked about, that you are deserving of this because you have done it as unto the Lord. You have done it with your whole heart.
I admire your willingness to share your story. I admire the hard work you come with every day. You keep me motivated. I'm grateful for everything that you do to help Goodwill stay running and operating, and I'm proud of you for achieving this award.
When God opens a door for you, walk through that thing, man. You never know what God's got around the corner. The longest I've worked anywhere was 3 years. And I want to finish up my days here at Goodwill. I think they'll let me.
Congratulations, Ryan Erickson, winner of the Goodwill Pathfinder Award.